Hi, grade 12s. Today we are doing another challenging example. Let's start with our example, which is AD is to DB, 7 is to 4. Because that's a ratio, I'm going to add a letter. I'm going to use K, and I'm going to use K there. And it says DG is to GC, 2 is to 5. So DG is to GC. So this one over here. The ratio there is 2 is to 5. So 2 is to 5. But because that's also a new ratio, I must add a letter. I can't use K again, so I think I'm going to use X and X. Question is, determine AF is to FC. So AF, this AF. And FC is there. So we have to determine the ratio. Before I start, I'm going to fill in some missing ratios. So I'm going to look for prop theorem triangles. So a prop theorem triangle looks like this. I'm going to take out this one over here. You see that one? That's a prop theorem triangle. That means this over this is this over that. So if this is 7 over 4, then this side is also 7 over 4. So I'm going to write that down. Let's put this in. So this is also 7 and that's also 4. But it's a ratio. I can't use K. I can't use X. So I'm going to use P now. So how would you write it in the exam? You would say AD over DB. This over that is exactly the same as this over that. Is the same as AE over EF, which means this is all 7 over 4. And my reason is prop theorem. And the lines that are parallel, so these two lines is DE is parallel to BF. Now I'm going to look for another prop theorem. This is a prop theorem triangle because there's the two parallel lines. If you take this out, these lines are parallel, then this over this is this over this. That means if this is 5 over 2, then this is also 5, and then this is 2. But because I'm busy with the ratio, I have to add a letter. So I'm going to add Y. So I'm going to make this Y and that Y. Okay, but now I have to write this down. So I'm going to say this over this. So I'm going to say GC over GD is exactly the same as FC over EF. And I said it is 5 over 2. Reason, it's a prop triangle and the lines that are parallel in the purple triangle if G is parallel to DE. Okay, so I wrote that in. I still didn't answer the question. The question is determine AF over FC. I'm going to highlight here what we are looking for. We are looking for AF, so this whole thing, over FC. I'm going to take out a whole line. So I'm taking out the line AC. I'm going to draw it here to show you. So I have this line AC. So that's A and this is C. And on this line, there's an E and an F in the middle somewhere. So I'm going to go add, there's an E and there's an F. I'm pulling in the ratios quickly. So AE was 7P and EF was 4P. This is 7P and this is 4P. We also said that EF is 2Y and FC is 5Y. So EF is 2Y and this is 5Y. And the question is, we have to determine AF is to FC. AF is to FC. So if I had to write this down, I would say AF over FC is, AF is 11P. But if C is 5y, so we have a problem because this P and that Y can't cancel. So here is the challenging part. So on this line, grade 12s, do you see here's the point of intersection? This line segment represents a 4P and a 2Y. So EF is 4P, but EF is also 2Y. So if EF is this and this, then 4P is exactly the same length as 2Y. But now grade 12, I'm going to make one of these my subject. So I am going to make P my subject. So I'm going to divide both sides by 4. So to get rid of this 4, I'm going to divide both sides by 4. So 2 over 4 is a half. So P is a half Y. Wherever there's a P, I'm going to replace it with a half Y. So 11, instead of writing P, I write a half Y over 5Y. So can you see, I'm going to remove the brackets. This times this is 11 over 2Y over 5Y. Can you now see that the Y's will cancel? Now I have 11 over 2 divided by 5. That will give me 11 over 10. So to answer the question, AF over FC, or AF is to FC, AF is to FC, 11 is to 10.